Yeah, so I was saying condolences to the royal family of Mpezeni, and of course the whole Zambia. And I'm not going to say just the Ngonis and whatever. It's the whole Zambia. Paramount Chief Mpezeni was for everybody. He's one of the chiefs that traversed the entire country, you know, promoting unity. You can say whatever you want on Chief Mpezeni, but he's one of those people that really pioneered for unity, that strongly encouraged for unity of all of us in Zambia. I think for me, he really stood out. He was going everywhere promoting unity. So it's a loss to all of us as Zambians. It is a big loss to all of us as Zambians. And one thing that you should also appreciate is that Mpezeni was not political. He was so clever that with all the, you know, the different governments that were in power, he was he encouraged interaction with them. He encouraged dialogue with the political leaders, all of them. And you know, some people criticized him, but you know, that is how traditional leaders should be. Traditional leaders should embrace whoever is in power. So yeah, it's a big loss, and we buried him yesterday, and yeah, we need to, you know, to celebrate his life, and we hope that you know, the succession, you know, process will go on well, which of course brought as you know, when this was happening, I was thinking about President Edgar Lungu, and I am very glad with the speech that was done by President Hakainde Hichilema. I think he spoke very well. He touched on very important issues. He touched on, you know, how the government has been trying, you know, to emancipate the rural areas, the communities. He spoke about that. And he also alluded to the fact that, look, people need to be buried in dignity. And I've seen some people are trying to take issue. Some people are trying to take issue, including some notable church leaders. When they were saying, no, dignity cannot be whatever, I don't know. They were trying to say that, I mean, dignity, it's like government, they have not conferred dignity on Edgar Lungu by suggesting that Edgar Lungu should be buried in Zambia. And they were trying to insinuate that government should respect the wishes of the family. And I know some of you have also been insinuating for that. Some of you have been saying, hey, let Edgar Lungu be buried according to the family. Hey, let's just respect the wishes of the family. Let's just respect the wishes of the family. Number one, the wishes of the family is not to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. Because this is one thing that you have been talking about. This is what you have been talking about. You have been saying, hey, let the government just respect the wishes of the family. Let the government respect the wishes of the family. Now, the question is, what is the wishes of the family? The wishes of the family is not to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. No. No. That is not the wish of the family. They don't want to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. They want to deposit the body of Edgar Lungu in South Africa temporarily whilst waiting for Hakainde Hichilema to get out of power. That is what they want. It is not a permanent measure, and I don't understand why some of these people who are supposed to understand this, who are supposed to see this for what it is. It is not about the wishes of the family is to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. No, that is not the wish. That is not the wish. The wish of the family, including Edgar Lungu himself, because Edgar Lungu never also left a will that I should be buried in South Africa. No. No, he never did. They all want Edgar Lungu to be buried in Zambia. But because Hakainde Hichilema is in power, they don't want to bring the body. As long as Edgar Lungu is, as long as Hakainde Hichilema is in power, they don't want to bring the body. They want the body to be buried in South Africa. Temporarily. It is just for temporal. But honestly, how do all of you who talk about, no, respect the wish of the family, respect, where do you talk about closure when you bury somebody with the intention of exhuming the body and transporting it back to Zambia? Honestly, does that make sense to you? All of you who have been saying, no, let them bury, let them bury, let them bury. They don't want to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. No, it is not. We all know that. It's a fact. They just want to deposit the body in South Africa and later on exhume the body to bring it back to Zambia when Hakainde Hichilema is out of power. Now, honestly, how do church leaders accept that? How do church leaders accept that? That is immoral. It is immoral. That is not according to the Christian values that we preach. That is not. Edgar Lungu is not buried today simply because of politics. Because when you are saying we will not bury until this one is out of power, that is politics. You are already doing politics. It is because of politics. It is because of hatred for Hakainde Hichilema that Edgar Lungu is still not buried. It is because of politics. Makebi Zulu, this is why Makebi Zulu today is running for presidency. And his agenda is very clear. Let me become president so that we can bring Edgar Lungu back into Zambia. That has been his message. That is their manifesto. That is their manifesto. How do anyone support that? How do you support that? How do you support that? So it is very wrong. Then the second thing is that, you know, we need to put things in context. When Hakainde Hichilema is talking about dignity, he's talking about dignity from the statecraft point of view. From the statecraft point of view. When now when church leaders come up to say no, dignity, whatever, I mean, Hakainde Hichilema has an obligation, whether he likes it or not. He needs to preserve the instruments and the history of our country. Hakainde Hichilema has no, it's non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. He is the Republican president. And the job of a Republican president is to keep the state. And the state is not just the borders. The statecraft is installed in symbolism. The instruments, the coat of arms, the national anthem, the flag, the offices, and those who were in those offices. That is part of the statecraft. Edgar Lungu, no matter what, Edgar Lungu will forever, as long as he was president, will forever be an instrument of the state. Forever. He will be an instrument of the state. The same way that you have the national flag, the same way that you have the coat of arms, Edgar Lungu will still be part of the state craft. We have a policy, for example, that when a minister dies, we need to honor them with a national mourning. And we have been having, you have been having days of national mourning, canceling your special events because a former minister has died. A minister whom you don't even know. You people, you have been inconvenienced by those state funerals, because of a minister has died, and yet you don't even know the minister. You don't even know the minister. And this minister, it doesn't matter whether this minister was a good minister or was a useless minister, or it doesn't matter. We go through that. We have national mourning. It is part of our policy. It is part of the statecraft. So, Hakainde Hichilema is not doing anything for himself. Like if you have Upua Filamulesa Waida, if you have Upua Mulesa Waida, no, if you have Wanga, Indoshi, Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema doesn't need anybody's body to be president. He's already president. He doesn't need. Hakainde Hichilema doesn't need anyone to win elections. He has already won the elections. He has already won. He doesn't need that juju that you're talking about. He doesn't need all that crap. He doesn't need it. So, but he has to do that. Some of these things that Hakainde Hichilema does, personally, he may even have a different view. Personally, may even have a different view. But that office demands of him to act in a certain way. And that certain way, in this instance, is to make sure that a former president who dies out of the country must be brought back to Zambia. And by the way, it is not just a former head of state. Every Zambian, wherever he dies, whenever a Zambian dies or whatever, he's supposed to be brought back home. Just that, kubulirwa kwa resources, kubulirwa kwa resources, and putting discipline sometimes. But otherwise, every Zambian afuira kuisa na kuisa is supposed to be brought back home to be buried in Zambia. Even me, panondinga na nafwa, I'm supposed to be brought back home. Even if Hakainde Hichilema says no, Tayali used to talk about me. He used to talk negative things about me. No, he cannot do that. He cannot do that. I'm a Zambian. I belong there. I have to go in the soil, in the Zambian soil. Not here, no. So, I don't understand you when you come up and start making some arguments out of context. Edgar Lungu was a former head of state. Hey, no, you stripped his whatever, his benefits because he was in politics. But he is still a former head of state. And that is why he must be brought back to Zambia. So shame on you. To all of you that have been supporting this nonsense. No, let the family. No, the family, what they have just been doing is politics. That's why Makebi Zulu today is contesting as president. It is because they want to remove Hakainde Hichilema so that they bring the body of Edgar Lungu. But surely, is that right? That is not right. And I've been saying this from day one. From day one, I've been singing this song. It is the same thing. So, please, let's put things in context. And the Hakainde Hichilema spoke very well. Anyway, let me move quickly to this issue of MPs. I want to say that last week, these past few days, have been receiving a lot of complaint, from different constituencies, especially in the Copper Belt. Apparently, in the Copper Belt, a number of MPs, they are not liked by the people, and people are complaining. You know, and they have been saying, no, this one, this one, you know. And the mood in the Copper Belt has actually been felt. Even other people have been telling me about other people. Of course, even in other parts of Zambia, but mostly I've received complaints from the Copper Belt. Yes, I've received one. Is it which constituency is that? There's another constituency where I've also received a bit of a complaint. Now, one thing that I want to agree with you is that some MPs, it's true, they grew big-headed. It is very true. Some MPs grew big-headed. Especially some of these people who were even appointed as ministers. They grew big-headed. So I do agree with you. I hear you. I'm a realist. I'm not that politician that will be singing glory, glory when things are not okay. No. Where things are wrong, I want to point it out. So I do agree with you that yes, some MPs really grew big-headed. And, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, they have been readopted, some of them. But look, I want us to reach a compromise here. I know you are frustrated with some of these people. But if you look around again, what alternative do we have? What alternative do we have? I'm not even talking about Hakainde Hichilema, because Hakainde Hichilema has gone through. The issue is, whoever you want to put, I mean, what alternative do we have? What alternative do you have? When you are saying, what alternative do you have? What alternative do you have? You know, a member of parliament is a legislature. He's supposed to, is a legislature. He's a lawmaker. He's a lawmaker. And for him to operate well, you must be at least together with the ruling party. Yes, you can be there to say, no, they are supposed to be opposing. Now, if you are going to have so many MPs opposing the ruling party, it will become very difficult. At the end of the day, it is us Zambians who are going to suffer. If MPs cannot agree, yes, it looks attractive to say, yeah, they are opposing. But if they can't agree in making policies, in making laws, we can have a problem. We have seen what has been happening in America. In America, the government has been shut down twice, actually. Twice during the time of Donald Trump. And people went without being paid because, you know, budgets were not approved. People went without being paid. Airports, some of them were being closed. There was an inconvenience. Now, America can afford that kind of inconvenience. We cannot. The moment MPs start fighting, opposing government, making government dysfunctional, it becomes difficult. Who suffers? It's the Zambian people. We have got people that rely on policies like social cash transfer. If MPs are there to sabotage government, they are sabotaging government, though that social cash transfer will not go. If MPs are there to sabotage government, to frustrate the ruling party, those children going to school will not go to school. If MPs are fighting, sabotaging government, hospitals will not be able to provide medical services to patients. This is the far-reaching consequences of a government that is being sabotaged. So, my appeal to you is that at the moment, we don't have a party that really can be there to say, this is an alternative, but we don't have. We don't have. Banan, Mundubira doesn't have a party. Mundubira doesn't have a party. Up to today, even me, I don't even know party yakwa Mundubira. I don't know. I don't know party yakwa Mundubira. I don't know. Mundubira doesn't have a party. And I can tell you this. Soon after the elections, you will see Mundubira forming a political party. You will see Makebi forming a political party. This I can guarantee you. Mundubira doesn't have a party. He doesn't have a party. Which party? Which party does Mundubira belong to? Mundubira doesn't have a party. Makebi doesn't have a party. Ababandu we cannot even be talking about because, I mean, they are not politicians. They are not worth us talking about. They are not worth it. So let us be realistic. Let us vote for President Hakainde Hichilema as president. Let us vote for his MPs. Let us vote for his mayors, council chairperson, and councillors. However, I want to say this: where you feel so strongly that you need to vote for this one, vote for that person, vote for those MPs and whatever. But for president, vote for Hakainde Hichilema. Let's compromise. Where you feel strongly that our UMP, and you think there is another MP who you can choose, go for that MP. But for presidency, let's vote for Hakainde Hichilema. Let's vote for Hakainde Hichilema. For president, let's vote for Hakainde Hichilema. Ukuku side, ngafia shupa sana, but nindefo kumia wakwad, you are better off voting for a UPND candidate, even if you may not like him, so that we complete the government, so that government can function. Because if we are going to sabotage government during an election, it is us who are going to suffer. It is not anyone. It is not Hakainde Hichilema. It is not whoever. You are not punishing. You are not punishing any of those MPs. Inadvertently, you are punishing yourselves. Because at the end of the day, when government is being sabotaged, it is you who will suffer the consequences. It is you who suffer the consequences. It is the poor people who suffer the consequences. This is why it is encouraged that you vote for, as it is at Shan Suit. You give an electoral combo, an electoral suit of voting for Hakainde Hichilema Pamulu, voting for MP. You don't even have to bother. Just vote for UPND, and you forget. We need to progress. We need to progress. We cannot afford to change government in this election. We can't. And thank God it will not happen. It will not happen. Those of you who are thinking that there is a possibility, there is no possibility where we can change government. It's absolutely not possible. I read my lips. It is not possible to change government. It is not possible. In this election, it is not possible. Hakainde Hichilema doesn't want. It is not possible to change government. It is not possible. From many angles, some of which I cannot even discuss here. I cannot even discuss it. But it is just not possible. Hey, no, power is in the people, it's in the hands of the people. Yeah, you people. You people, you can be naive. You can be naive. So imwe mukutantonganya now ikala wake up odi now ikala once mwe balele motuma nankala utuma comments haleya ask yourself how many are you apopene weekend mulipobanga Zambia has got over 7 million voters. Elo iwolipo ulibweka mutuma blanket tutwalamba no lukungulule pita ati yo aleya naka voti kowe. Now we show up at 7 million iwe. Now we show up at 7 million. You know up at 7 million. Va Anthony Zuma. Va Anthony Zuma. Leko kutukana muntu wandi leko kutukana. Just get used. Just get used to this fact that Hakainde Hichilema cannot lose elections in this year. It is not possible. And I saw it a long time myself. I am glad that other politicians have seen it. Nabamao sampana vesa. Banani na vesa. Na vesa. Never given Luvinda. I was saying I don't know. I can't confirm if he has joined UPND or not. By the very fact that he has not confirmed it in politics, it means he has become part of UPND. Given Luvinda, by the very fact that Tadekana by the very fact he's not saying that, he has already confirmed. He has already confirmed. They have seen it once. Never come with the kumo. Bakambwiri ngana chinyano, ngana runyano kunya pantulerande. Ngana runya bakambwiri ngabale sabaira. But na wobene bakambwiri. Na vesa. And bakambwiri, I mean, he's one of those people that has benefited heavily on the sympathy generosity of Hakainde Hichilema. The sympathy generosity of Hakainde Hichilema, Bakambwiri has benefited more than anybody. Bakambwiri has been evacuated, attended to medically. Bakambwiri has been pardoned. Bakambwiri has been spared from going to jail. Ila fine babali pilisha ile ngabali wengisha mjele. Ngabali wengisha. Even mwa sabaira no Hakainde Hichilema terera. Hakainde Hichilema terera. Nisha take nini. Give me a bit of time. I will open the phone line just now. Very soon.
All right.
I'll open very soon. Hey, come with whatever. Hakainde Hichilema lera. Hakainde Hichilema lera. Bakambwiri is an example. Ngamulesa baira. Hakainde Hichilema terera. Bakambwiri is an example. Even me, I'm an example of that. I know, but why are you still there? Take a yin. Mukapapa sana. So, we need continuity. Apartheid fiwombe Hakainde Hichilema techa. Meponangu tare fwaya. 30. All the political forces, they have all converged on Hakainde Hichilema. All political forces, all international forces, they have converged on Hakainde Hichilema. Ukuba president lekeni miebe. Listen very well. Musambiri mwebale monat, no, it is possible. I want you to understand this. You know, to become president, ukuba tina power wakupere. It is not just about votes. This is the reality. Mwida iwe pat na mkwate FP la filia. File FP para ifma ballot paper ifma FP la filia. Yes, it is one way in which you express yourself. But at the end of the day, I'm a ballot papers FP la filia, FP la. It is not just those, I'm a paper ngaranga wapenda, that's it. You are being naive. If you really think that what makes a person to be president, it is just how many votes, No. It is beyond that. It is beyond that. Believe me, it is beyond that. Fee paper, fee my ballot papers, fee paper. Fee paper. Power, instrument of power. For instrument of power to move, it doesn't move because of one paper. In the name of fishing, I want to tell you the truth as it is. The truth as it is. It's not, power, it belongs to the people. I want to tell you that it is not just, I'm a ballot to myself, and somebody becomes president. No. There is power. There is where power is concentrated. And where power is concentrated, it goes beyond the borders of Zambia. It goes beyond the borders of Zambia. There are people, there are international forces that have to agree that indeed, this one should be president. There are international forces, there are forces, the global forces are there. There are global forces that have to agree that, Chilufya Tayali can be president. If the global forces agree, global forces agree, even in Chilufya Tayali, kuti vaisanjimia, nokumbwesha mu Zambia, mpaka na wana president. But if the global forces are not with you, you are being naive if you really think it is just about the ballots. I can give you an example. Pali Hakainde Hichilema. Pali Hakainde Hichilema, when Hakainde Hichilema was arrested, bamutwala kumukoweko, given treason, what happened? Didn't you see the global forces coming? Didn't you see the global forces coming? Didn't you see the global forces talking? Hakainde Hichilema was being interviewed by international media full. Every week, international forces agreeing that yes, this man deserves to be president. International forces. Tawasapona appear pa BBC. Tawasapona appear pa BBC. Tawasapona appear pa BBC. Bamunduile. Iwe, kutuwa president na BBC taila kustapo interview. Who are you? When BBC, who are you? Not to my correspondency to Zambia. The BBC sends people. They will send their special. Not even. I'm not talking about a channel you might show on TV. No. There are cameras, there are special cameras that follow people that they see. This one is going to be president. There are people that they follow. But for them to be ignoring Mundubile, it's because they are political bantamweight. They are nothing. Then number two, our politics, they are not financed by local money. No. In Zambia, we have got a very small economy. We don't have big rich people in Zambia. We don't have big rich people who can finance an election. There is no one in Zambia who can finance an election. Zambia. There is no one in Zambia who is rich to finance a presidential election. There is no one. Tell me, which rich man in Zambia can finance a presidential election? Tell me one big guy who can finance, who can sponsor you for you to become president. Nothing. Tapali, banani, vamikadile. Vamikadile kutiba sponsor to be president. Banani, you look around, banani. We don't have big guys that can sponsor you to become president. What you need to become president especially challenging a strong contender like Hakainde Hichilema. You need millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Which rich man has got millions of dollars to give you to become president? Which one? Which one? Which one? Because you need to buy imyotoka sha campaign on a presidential level. You need vehicles almost in each constituency. In each constituency, you need one vehicle. If you are making a budget on how to become a president, you need to make a budget that in each constituency, you have at least one vehicle. And in constituencies which are even bigger, you have even maybe 2 or 3 vehicles. And these vehicles, was Pax Mining, was Pax Mining, sponsor, sponsor president, na candidate MP candidate ale shomboka ale shupikwa nomba kuli mu president. But anyway, I'm just wanting you to understand the financial encumbrance that is on a presidential campaign. You need one vehicle in each constituency, and big constituency you might need 2 vehicles, and these we are talking about like 4x4s. From there, you need to consider, managing the elections. And these vehicles I'm talking about, making sure that you manage the elections. Then you need to think about the people that are going to man your votes. I want to pack ground. I want to pack ground. I want to pack ground. Twakwatama polling stations yanga. Twakwatama polling stations yanga mu Zambia. We are talking about polling stations now. I think we might be talking about 16,000. 16,000 polling stations. 16,000. In all these 16,000, you must have your people. And those people must be paid on that day. And we are not talking about people at umona ngubabili. A good plan for you to win an election as an opposition, you must be talking about at least 5 more polling stations. And you put a budget, a good budget in 500. So in each polling station, you are budgeting, and then we pay like data, which to understand. On each polling station, if you are talking about 5 people times 500, that is 2,500. 2,500, multiply that by 10, that is 25 pin. Multiply that by another 10 to make them 100, that is 250. Multiply that by, if you 1 pin, mwisa mwifika kuli 16 pin, nishinga. Because it's not just about people voting. And I'm saying this is not about Hakainde Hichilema. I'm talking about the forces that are behind. That are behind for you to win an election. Because Hakainde Hichilema will be wherever he is. But there are people of interest. There are people of interest. And these people, they will be managing elections. And you need to be there to manage elections with them. So in Zambia, they have even failed, to fill up candidates in the entire country. They have failed. That is already a loss. By the very fact that they failed to fill in candidates throughout the country, that is already a sign that they are losing. They have already lost. But anyway, I'm talking about first the issue of finances. I wanted you to understand. Then you talk about regalia. You need that. You need that. That is your campaign. You need Mwasansa red, Mwasansa ngadi green. Filefi sansa Antoine kane happy mampa. Mula mona happy mampa nga sansa. Ala sanso kusanso mushi wonse bafukira kumone nkoko. Nenkoko shira fuwala red. Capacity ya. No baba mundu with up to today. Up to today. mulelanda takuli ama t-shirts takuli vitenge takuli why tabakwete mpia they don't have money imyotoka balensha imyotoka sha ku parliament isha aloni mundu bila is still driving motoka ya ku parliament ya aloni ba campaign manager wakwe banani abo babinweo na balensha ka motoka ka aloni banani wonse balensha imyotoka twa ku parliament utu aloni eto balensha utu ankongole balensha imyotoka sha ankongole mukampeni emo balensha imyotoka sha ankongole imyotoka sha ankongole emo balensha where can they go? They don't have money. They don't have. And they can only have money, not money coming from Isha Mumbale. They need money from outside. You cannot campaign, you cannot win an election financed by the local. You can't. Nobody is rich enough to give you that kind of finance to win an election. Nobody in Zambia. We don't have. So you need the outside forces. And again, I'll tell you, look at Hakainde Hichilema. Look at Hakainde Hichilema. When Hakainde Hichilema was ready, you saw. No one went hungry. Wanza tu alidi yako na nena alidi yako. Indalama shawali UPND na alidi yako. You think that money was coming from where? You need forces. I'm telling you that there are bigger forces. More than just your useless ballot that we carry. To capture social media. Hey, people, you need more than just your ballot. Because ballot vote. I mean, I'm not saying that they're going to rig. I'm giving you the realities. Of campaign, the realities of elections, the realities of politics. Yalikaba muntu wandi. Yalikaba tebe akwangala. Oh. I don't even know why some of these people campaign. Why kongola 100 pin wa alipira ku ECZ. Ati yo ndefo kwimina. We muntu na maboxa aya bosoka. Ama boxer yobe unafiro kushita boxer. Iya bosoka. Nga wapita ununkafia chibe. Ati yo ndefo kwimina. Mnaangala imo. Patali. But I'm trying to highlight to show you that there is no capacity. When I'm talking about Abena Mundu, they don't have capacity. Apa, imyotoka, balenshe imyotoka, nga mukamone mairo, mukamone convoy ya kwa Mundu vile yonse, nindalama ni imyotoka shaku parliament, shankongole. Esho balensha. Tapali na motoka imwe ya new, eo wale tapo, takuli, they can't afford to buy one vehicle, one extra vehicle, they can't. Nobody can buy them good vehicles there. Nobody. They don't have one vehicle dedicated at your campaign. Takuli. Nangudi wa manukula. Nangudi wa manukula. Ba ula na motoka ya kwa Edgarungu huafwa. Mwalimu na motoka ya kwa Edgarungu. Nani mwana pa convoy. Ila Range Rover. Ilia. Shani katushinga number plate shani. Nani mwana Range Rover. Iya kwa rungu na wabikapo. Muna ntuwa mchushi. Umuntu tamulashika but ifipe fyako muhambo okulakana motoka yako muhambo kubika ba bodyguard bakwa lungu evaliko wochushi wonse bulya you don't have the capacity. They don't have it. Ama regard tabakwete billboard ukubika billboard chirabushiku, it attracts a lot of money. It's a lot of money to put those billboards, those big billboards. Mwane monaka inde Hichilema. Ale vikama billboard. Ba mundu vile. Not even one billboard. Ikulu. Billboard feida ukuiwi kaiya. Guchu mwasanga like Pamanda Yupali. I mean the last time I checked. Pamanda Yupali ukubika billboard. Ni 60 pin. Andama days chirabushiku wasanga chichi billboard chimoni 5 pin. Up to now, that's why Tawa gave my billboard. Tawa quite MP. They don't have the money. Mufuma hapo, mwisha mulanda machopa nomba. Ba mundu bila patulanda, na rural areas tabalafika mu. Na ku chinsadi tabalafika ku. Tabalafika ku. Na ku northwestern tabalafika ku. Tabalafika. Na ku kasumba lesa tabalafika ba mundu bila tabalafika ku. Bakaya koshani. Insta elections na ipokale. Already kushereka dushinga 60 chakuti days. Tuwashala fena 2 months. 60 days mukupenda. 60 days ashalako before my elections. But wa mundu vile tabala shinguluka echarocho, tabala shinguluka. Bakafika koshani, bakabeshiba shani. Because wa mundu vile beshibe fe. Ni bala bene ona ongwele abantu. When I was speaking for mundu vile, those are the people that know mundu vile. Mweba pa social media, ni mwa ishibe mundu vile. Muma rural areas, mundu tawa muishive. And mundu vile for them kumuishiva. Mundu vile afuira imana chopa, aya blanding akudi. Mundu vile aka imona kuisa chopa. Who is going to hire a chopper for him? Yeah, I am my elections here abwa. Mundu vile would not have a chopper. Because I'm a chopper. To have mam Zambia. I'm a chopper to have mam Zambia. Kufile kwa ifikuidili. Chopper fyo pakwa fyati ime ya ima pa ya landinga pandi. Wala sangati ya ingira $100 pin. 100 pin. Chopper fyo pakwa ti shanchani ime 100 pin. Enda lama balanda po, enda lama shilandikwa. If you need millions of dollars. So chopper nga kwa ti chilabushiku ime lelo ya ima pale ya mai wasangati ubushiku umo. Minimum, you are talking about $200,000. $200,000. Niba ana naba ikwata. Uyu niba anani. Njebedi. Blea garaibu. It's just not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. Tetwa wine wa mundu with my elections. Tetwa wine. Tapali winga wina my elections. Muzambe tapali. Ngandela na tubali ukutadi. This is what I mean. Financial. If you say na penda with if nindalama. And the mundu with knows it. He's not that naive. He knows it. But who is going to give him the money? Who is going to give him the money? One of the neighboring countries, eko bale fo kulombe mpia. Bali ile kolongo yako. Malukula went there. Aile mkulombe mpia Malukula. You went to that neighboring country. And that neighboring country, they called me. They called me. What do you think about the natakuli free coco? Ah no, bale tontoka vaishire kuna bale fo akorupia shanchani. So now wakateka wale muipushe ntari alefu monasha natitapali. Muiona rupia lwenu. Muiona rupia lwenu. And ngo tawa pero rupia. Takuli tabakalumone. That neighboring country won't give them. And that opposition in South Africa cannot fund their election because they have seen. They went to that opposition. To that opposition in South Africa. That opposition in South Africa that has been pushing them to keep the body. They went there looking for money. Because they have seen that they can't win an election. For people to give you money, they must see that indeed you can win an election. They have seen that these people cannot win an election. Who is going to waste the money? Who is going to give them those millions of dollars I'm talking about? Who is going to give them? Aleni mwa that power is to the people. Power is to the people. Aleni vike ni mwendala mamuni. Vike ni mwendala. Bamdala basangwa wali tampa. Kwa hiyo tunala tompo kulomba ma one kwacha. Mwalifro kushoka ma one kwacha. You ended basangwa bachita withdraw. Na wabene wa mundu vile. Chishupile fie ngana bachita withdraw. Ngana bachita withdraw. Because na ikakana pale abadi. Things are very hard for Mundubile. They are very hard. abantu mu campaign mu balefera no kubapera ku kangwe balefera kubapera ishakulya ifyakwati bali ifyakulya takuli iti imwe patari kuchinja power patari. There are other things which I can talk about, but you know, any consultants in them pay. But I've been saying this. I just wanted to open your eyes, to open your eyes. I'm a vote. Take off that you abantu. I'm a vote kuya penda, moya penda throughout the country, moya penda. But Mundubile cannot even manage to count votes throughout the country. He can't. He can't count. He can't count. He can't count. He can't count. He cannot. And how do you manage? How am I saying this at you can count? It is about you having strong candidates throughout the country contesting on your party ticket. On your party ticket. The moment you fail to put candidates throughout your country, you have already lost. You have already lost. Baru shirama elections, pa nomination day. Epo baru shirama elections. Because they are useless. I mean, I'll be wasting my breath to even talk about them. I'll be wasting my breath. I'll be wasting my breath. Because so I want to show you, Mundubile lost my elections the day he failed to put ama MPs throughout the country. He lost the elections there and then. That's it. He lost. And what was their excuse? Some of our candidates don't have money. That's it. That's it. Because as a political party, you must be able to mobilize resources to help candidates such that nomination amount should not be an issue. Nomination fee should not be an issue at all. Nomination fee should not be an issue. Now, where they have a situation where nomination fee, how can they sustain a campaign? How can they run an election? How can they? They cannot, I mean, open your eyes. Take fiwombe. Bali lusakale. Mwila ipose de nchita. Mwila ipose de. Awa bali lusakale. Bali lusawa mundu. Nangunga wale pitanga wale enda. Mule bole fetu awo bali lusakale. Waluza. Ni waluza. That's why chimao sampana chimona. Chage jinga. Chapilibuka. Icho. China palaina kumposha waga teka. Na charity wako. What do you do? I'm a politics. Kuisa vie. Once hour na vesa kuisa vie. Tapali. There is just no way. No way. How? Just how? Ero fingi ningamieva. Fingi ningamieva. But I mean, it's free consultants. Mufile mwa lipirako, mule lipirako. Mule lipirako vesi mwa lipirako ati yo consultants nami pera. Ata hapana. But so far, you imwe wale that. Hey, power belongs to the people. Mula ndo wafi pepala. Mula ibe pafi. Mula ingirira mu. I mean, in some of these areas, where tamuko tanama representatives, kulifye wa UPND, eva lependa, half the country, you don't have representation. Not even half the country, actually. Not even half the country. I can say you can only manage 1/3. How can you win an election 1/3? Only 1/3. To representation. The 2/3 tamukwete. Kulive wa UPND weka. Ewa likove wa UPND weka. Ewa le angali wechina wa UPND. Wa UPND ewa le angali wechina. Mwila ivepo. Nanguma miracles. Nanguma miracles. Mulasekesha mwe vantu va Zambia. Du, akaindi Chilufya. Akaindi Chilufya. Kwisa. Polling agent ni headmaster. Ni headmaster vari musaini na kanani kani. Naka partial withdraw. Apare mwana vati as soon as my elections ayanga yapita ndimulika partial withdraw. Na kwata no mwana ni headmaster na kwata no mwana what's the teaching alelo relati akengire kwa nchito. Bambi umwana alingira ko nchito. Kuchiwa ebati kuti vyabomba. Iwe mwirangara vanyina bali kumushi valepuka social cash transfer. Avepo bwakwe bali kusuma kuma school free education. Teacher tabale mpange chongo uli headmaster tabale mpange chongo no mbati yo school fee exam fee kuti imwe notuma votes twenu kuti apenda bwino. But you tam kanya bwino. Mavuchi. People. Damn it. We saw that the councillor. Tuma polling station tuliko. Tuma nanikani. Atuma CW. Achan community development agencies. Twa muli tuma community twa CDF. Tukabako. Ayama elections. Abakabako kulia tuma nanikani. Tuma polling shan. Ni bali ati ba CWD. Aba mtuma shan. Bali ndo lafati ngayapo afya my election. Kanani kapita. Mwasanga tu grade 12 vutuliko trefo kuya kunani kane ku trades. Iyo wale tabaka inde ichire. Muna sada imwe. Why would those people bafumone fuma vote shenu if how think sana ifya kwa mundu wi bamupele for what? For what? Iwe. I'm not saying that they'll be rigging, but I'm giving you the reality of politics. The reality of politics. WDC. Tukavako. Tuma WDC. Tukavako. Turependa. People power. Vote. Ushi kumwa yoko. Wale penda. No. My Zambians, munaivepa. Ayama elections, ya pwakale. No one will give you power just like that. Patadi. Fingilinga mieva. Fingi 30 50 stick every 30. So, Ayama elections, whichever way you look at it, Abantu. Hey, I was speaking to someone this morning. No. Abantu. Natsekaza. Natabantuishi. Bantuishi la dapo. Bantuishi. Which people are you talking about? Tell me, which people? Which people? I can talk about people. Real people. I can talk about real people who are benefiting out of social cash transfer. Real people. In the rural areas, rural areas, social cash transfer. Ikulu. Real people who are getting money at the Tambika, election, cash for work. Real people, these are real people. What is going to be the offering to these people who are getting social cash transfer? Tell me, what is going to be the offering them? What is going to be the offering to those people who are getting cash for work? What is going to be the offering them? What is going to be the offering the children that are going to school, free education? What is going to be the offering them? Eh? What is Mundubile offering the young people in my colleges? They went to launch. They went to launch their campaign Panipa. You Mwane Filimba. Mwane Filimba. I mean, what does that, how does that help those students who are getting money from government for their education? Kulinomba na imito fole. Umwana kasha imito fole. Na kuisa na imito fole. What is Mundubile offering them? What is the alternative? What is the alternative? What is Mundubile offering them? Ba imito fole waja. Umwana kashi bachaya aimita. Ambok fula. What are you offering? This is real. It's not that if it's real, it's happening. It's happening. CDF, CDF is nothing. CDF, whatever. There are people that are benefiting from CDF. CDF is real money going into the community. And there are people that are benefiting from CDF. What is Mundubile and any other person offering them? What? Talk about my minds. I want to know ingirama chito, bale ingirama chito. Fino tulelanda abantu bale ingirama chito. Fino tulelanda abantu bale ingirama chito. Fino tulelanda abantu bale ingirama chito. No mwana wandi hadi ingira chito. Nishmaini. I mean, ngawa if you sangi chito, just look for opportunities. One of the problems why you are not finding jobs, it is because you have not packaged yourself. You have no value. If you have no value, don't expect anyone to give you value. Appreciate yourself. Have value. You have value. Go and get educated. Proper education. Proper education. Not if you have social media. Later than you can do money. Fima Antoine can never fake a fake. Fima F fake a fake. Fima F fake a fake. Letter certificate. Letter certificate from Shalala University. I mean, who is going to employ you? But Hakainde Hichilema in all this, Hakainde Hichilema has plans to make sure that every Zambian is included. But what is Mundubile offering you? What is Mundubile offering you? Or any other Yoka Tushunga Dinani Winga Lumbra Komwele, Ngamulefa Muvike question, what is he offering you? What is he offering you? Tabali. So, Hakainde Hichilema really? It take support the fair shana. This man has performed. Gaturelanda Hakainde Hichilema. Akalopola 92% and over. And ya ba. Ili kunomba na kuna 94. Na kuna 94 na ifika. Mukamona. Na kuna 94 akalopola Hakainde Hichilema 94%. 94% akalopola pa. Because he has delivered. And there is no one who is offering the alternatives. Na mwewale umfu wako mutampo kutumama mfoni hapa munje wati yo if when ifi tell me the alternatives. You don't have the alternatives because your leaders don't have alternatives. They don't. That's why Mundubile kumipusha. At what are you going to do for the youth? That I don't have a plan for the youths. I'll ask them. Why? Because takwete plani. Takuli. What are you going to know? I will ask them. I'll ask them. Guys, we are gala. Election it is just to fulfill, but otherwise, I mean, it's done deal. So, no matter how frustrated you may be with your MP and whatever, be part of the winning team. Vote for Hakainde Hichilema. Awambinga changa chakukosa sana ngana ukukosa sana ati awe usually mfua. Okay, fine. Vote whoever, but Hakainde Hichilema. Vote for him because he's winning. He's winning. And at least you feel to be part of the victors. You will be part of the victory. You will be part of Hakainde Hichilema's success story. When Hakainde Hichilema will be delivering, success in developing our country, you'll be feeling good to say, I voted for him. I am part of this development. I'm part of this development. Not you, but you are feeling guilty. You are feeling guilty. So, if you want, because anything, you need to make sure that we vote for Hakainde Hichilema, and let's support him by voting for the people that have been adopted on UPND. Area Shiliovan. How hey, in electricity, hey, after my votes. It is not about that. If we are going to have load shedding, if we're going to have problems, it is because of the natural causes, not because of hey, how we a stuff here fin. Anyway, now understand. Let me allow phone calls. Hello? 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 Why you are calling me? You are calling me because you are basically telling me that no, I've spoken too much. So yeah, you can start calling now. You can start calling. You can start calling in now. Halikuti Hichilema nankale bali nankali. Halikuti. Where is Kalikisa Karakan Kaneka Pig? Too many Landeni. Makamaka Moga Weta more alternative. Hello? Hello? Yes, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Yes, I'm following the program. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. Even me, when I heard that this group of Monday have failed to fill the, I'm sure about 72 MPs. I even laughed. Now, how can you talk about protecting your vote while you don't have 72 MPs?
There are even more. There were 72
MPs.
There are even more.
It's a must. It's an opposed.
Yes.
For UPND. Yes. Because those can say those are foot soldiers in those constituencies. And you don't expect even the president to go and campaign there.
For what?
Now to level the ground. If that MP, there's no MP that side. Who is going to level the ground? No one. And you expect everything to be okay that side. And at the end, you come and start declaring that they have stolen the ballots. That's nonsense. It can't happen like that. But it was
yeah.
That's it.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, what's up, Mawumbe?
I'm Mawumbe.
Okay, I'm okay, nani kwa tako pia shughuli. If you mule la chama elections de yali kutakali. So ndawadi wina kale nomba jeshi mutira campaign every day. Jeshi stay wanu atira campaign every day. Jeshi mutira chama position na wapatarali matuma bantu bakaba disrupted. Seri ndawadi wina kale kuikala fe. Sekuti.
Na apo mulina mulwala?
Awe.
Tamulwele. But namuliate.
Natulie.
Chishi muledira mweba shirwele. Chishi muledira. Techumwa ikalafye. Kwikala vene nsadaka ili. Hawe shirwele. Ukulira kwa batu mubiri ube wino. Umubiri ube wino. Nomba. Imwe namulia mulifya wino but mulelia chishi mulila and yet umfweni ama politics tuyalisha no kulanda ama politics tuyalisha no kulanda ama politics kulanda chila bushiko Filavine mulia mwana ku toilet na ifo bene ku ama politics ku yalisha no kulanda ngatamule yalisha ama politics ngatamule landa you die na imwe bene ngatamule elia although you are not sick but ngatamule elia you can die ama politics ngatamule landa nishi you die icho musambilireko bandume ndevo musambilireko awe efo ndevo kumye bati ama politics they are sustained with talking ine mwamona na ikala kuno tefyo na alifumako but na making sure ndelanda why because ngana talala nishi nashima ine kuma politics ama politics tuyalisha no kulanda chilabushi kulanda ukulisha ama politics kuyalisha filavine mutapilira maluba iluba lilifya bwino but muletapilira kwe bati likonka nyepo kuwa bwino ama politics tuyalisha ifya akulia vya ama politics for you to be there kulanda ifya akulia vya ama politics echo tulandira chila bushiku na totela efya uchaba mwamfa bashikula ntima muli ba politician mulatuma palionse muli ba politician mufile mwishi batingo levo kwa politician abantu bakwishibe ube mma politics kulanda chila bushiku lelanda nga washimo waleko kulanda ninji wafu ayo mma politics efo dia kuchimfyanya andinga mule chimfyanya tetuika refye ati yoi ifwe nifo wa Barcelona ifwe nifo wa champion ufweni kuli World Cup ba champion ndi bana ba ntwanikani teta yo ifo tuli ma champion ero mwaya ingira mupola mule butauka awe kuti baminyankula namakula kuti yaminyankula mufile mwanteya echo tulerandira nabonga nabakwata amaka nabo bafile balelanda so it's a competition mkwe ema politics watata hello
Hi.
Mkwe
Hello, how are you?
Good.
I'm alright. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying the program. This is Kennedy. I would just want to share my little experience about what I've observed. I'm one kind of the person who stays in typical rural areas. Last week I was in Kawambwa, specifically in Pambasha, the Kingu area. And when I got there, the government was giving out phones for these elderly people who are receiving CDF.
You see?
And when we carried out the interview, those people were so happy. Others were telling me that I've managed to buy 2 goats and bought iron sheets through CDF. You see? Other elderly people, like where I come from in Vubu, specifically in Mlawe area, there are people who are keeping small kids. Yeah? They are not yet in school. But immediately 10 hours, those kids, they carry cups, go to school to go get free porridge.
Have you heard?
Being provided by the government. You see, every 10 hours, those kids haven't yet started school. They go to collect porridge.
You see?
And I found the same thing when I went to Lunte. That was the other month. I found the same thing. It's happening. Some years ago, in 2021, I was in Sinjembela, where I found people were feeding on cow dung. But this time around, when we went there, that was end March. We found the people, kids, queuing for shima with soya pieces at the Sinjembela school.
You hear?
Others are not yet in school there, but they are going there just
to eat
from the school. Are you expecting the people to vote out that government?
Imagine. Bavotere mundu bire. O taba monapo.
The other thing, those who are in boarding school, the government is providing boarding fees through CDF. And if you come like to my area in Vubu where I reside, if someday you send someone, you ask, you find out how many people have been sent to some trade schools in Lusaka. Even if you go to LBTC today, or at Stone Park, where they are doing bricklaying and plastering there, you find that a lot of people from the provinces and other districts who have come to do masonry work training at the Stone Park. And if you go in trade schools, you find that trade schools this time around are making a lot of money and they are fully registered as compared to years back. Why? There are a lot of people who are coming to acquire skills. So I don't think the current crop of the opposition we have will manage to dislodge these guys.
It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. Thank you very much. And that is from the rural. Real data. Hello? Real data, not Yakusawaila. Real. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes, but
Yes, yes.
Yeah, just to add on from what you have said. If you look, because opposition every time they're talking about Mingalato. So my question is, what are you expecting HH to give power to you freely? Like, what did HH go went through? HH also went through Mingalato. It's a high time you help the opposition to tell them that there's nothing for free. You have to work, you have to put money, you have to invest. That's an investment to do politics. You have to invest a lot of resources. You don't expect the current government just to look at you. No, this is democracy. Come and grab it, come and do it. You remember what Basata went through. Basata was also played Mingalato.
Yes.
There was even, they brought something, a bill to Basata, which was almost killing Basata, not to go to the state house, which were saying that they need a degree. If you remember those stuff,
yes.
Things which Basata went through. Now they are not even reached that level.
They are enjoying. They are enjoying. They are going everywhere. They are enjoying. They should be thanking Haka engage them. By this time, but this time around, you know, freely.
There's a level of politician whereby you know the way it is in politics, because to be truthful should be taught by that. You as a leader, you contribute almost 40-50%. The rest of the people, they don't do anything. They are just, that's the reason even your vice president, it's you to invest everything, to find the resources. The people just go and vote. Voting is only 10 to 20%, which they contribute. The rest of the things should be coming from you. Have you invested to that level?
Nothing. Nothing.
All those things you need to understand. When they saw the HHS, there's not my video. No, my voice, they are reaching up with the data. They're talking to Americans or what? They are looking for the resources. That kind of resource. And you need some people. There's a certain level. Background. He's even volunteering. Does he have a person who can volunteer?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Chilufya Tayali.
Yes, please.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
This is Walter from Angola.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks again for the program. Is very good. I'm following you. And just to say, some people are saying, well, if the HH has not won, why is he campaigning? Campaigning is like sensitize people to go and vote. Even if some people support him, but they may not know that it's an election year, it's an election day. So somebody should go and announce, so that they can go and vote. It's necessary to campaign, and also to give hope to people. You know, some people may be. That's why to reduce the vote apathy. Some people say, okay, no, he's already leading us very well. It's okay, I shouldn't go and vote. and that may cause him to lose. So he should campaign so that those people who haven't yet made their minds to go and vote. So those are the issues.
Yeah.
But please allow me to go offline of your topic. Today I had some discussion with some people from Z. It's like the UPND communication team is not putting forward the clear message to the ground, to the grassroots. They're talking to the intellectuals only, to the universities, but they should also go to the grassroots. They should go to Kanyama, they should go to Chawama, Mandevu, those areas. They should put the message to the ground. Otherwise, things may not be as what we're thinking about to be. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Hello? 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 Oh, yeah. Kachitafira filme. Hello? Hello? Oh, my phone has gotten stuck. Hello? Yeah, phone can stuck. Phone can stuck. Let me restart the phone. Yes, I mean, like this man has said, I mean, we need to encourage people to go and vote, and indeed, we must keep on talking so that people can go out there and vote. We have got a target. We want that 94%. For us to get that 94%, you need to work on it. It's like in Anguku school. At school, you can be a very intelligent person. You can't say, no, I'm intelligent. No. You must keep on studying, especially if you want to get high marks. You need to keep studying so that when you go into an exam, you can pass. That is what we are doing. We know that Hakainde Hichilema has delivered. We know. He has delivered. We know. But we need to encourage people. We need to keep talking. That's why in Apano, Wushi Kudero Ishilalala Ponokulalapo. Ishilalala Ponokulalapo, Popo Uchelele Ishilalalapo. I'm busy talking because we need to encourage. It's okay. We need to keep talking. We need to keep talking. But we know that Vali Lusakali. Awambia Vali Lusakali. Nivo luza. Nivo luza. Yali pokali yali pwa. Ntuanika name. Ama elections are they are done. 3-4 yama percentage. Ya kweli so apana ifika pana inte fono mbopo ya afika hapa kaili takuli abantu na imwe takuli nangu muchitesha nawe takuli abantu. There are no people. Niwo luza kudala. Niwo luza kudala. Na byali pokali. Byali po. My phone is just restarting. I want us to continue with the phone calls. I want to take a few more calls. Although ninaka, but waka in the issue about work hard. Work. Not party after party. Party after party. Fiali chinja number fiali pilibuka. Number fiali ni work. Not party after party. Ilia. Party after party. Yeah. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, Nishan.
Buena.
Okay, so my name is Jack Zimba, calling from Ibex in Zambia, in Lusaka.
Okay.
Yeah, so mine is just a quick one. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's just a concern about there's a few women that are in the diaspora that relentlessly attack the president, by insult, left, right, and center. Sure, is that okay?
No,
Why can the government intervene?
It's not okay, and I've been talking about this issue. I don't understand how our government, using their external forces, have failed to deal with these people, because they are extremely malicious. They are extremely, peddling hate speech, extremely, So I can't understand how our government seems to be, failing to sort out this. Because I don't know. That's why I want to be part of government, my brother. Because sometimes maybe you can be talking from outside, you may not understand. But my understanding is that a government cannot fail to reach people who are coming online. I don't think so. The moment you come online, because when you come online, you leave a footprint, a digital footprint,
100%.
And that footprint, you can be traced wherever you are. Even this JJ can be traced wherever he is. And, using your diplomatic connections and intelligence connections, you should be able to reach these people and put a stop to this nonsense. So I don't know where this is being difficult. I don't know. I really don't know.
It's very disheartening, huh?
Because even me, even me, my brother, when I left the country and I was attacking UPND, I was conscious of what I was saying. I was conscious of what I was saying. I never went wrong and just started insulting the president, fabricating things. No, I never did that. But now these people, they are demonizing our president. They are peddling hate speech in the worst form of it. I know it's really sad.
Not about avoid to mention them because they don't need any public.
No. You are right. Let's not mention them because we know them anyway. We know them.
Yeah, females and a few males as well. It's not good.
No, and some of these people, especially those who are in Europe, it's even easier. They may have citizenship of those countries, but hate speech is hate speech, and it has no boundary. It has no boundary.
My extradite can be extradited.
No, that is even more complicated. Forget about extraditing. Just using the same law in the countries where they are. Just because in Zambia, if you insult somebody in Zambia, I mean, you can use the laws within Zambia to pursue a person, isn't it? So why can't somebody who is also in London pursue a person who is in Britain?
Watali, before I go, do you think anyone would dare do what they're doing to HH to Mugabe or Museveni in their heydays?
My brother, not even in their heydays. These governments, they sort them out. These governments, they sort them out. Kagame sorts them out. You don't talk about Kagame any stupidity. You don't. Many countries, they don't allow, people, busybodies to be peddling lies against they will follow you. They will follow you. They will follow you, and they will use the laws and other means available in that very country to sort you out. They don't even need to bring you to their country. So I don't know. I've not been in government. I hope I'll be in government and maybe I can understand these things. But otherwise, Mundara, if I'm in government and I've got those responsibility, I would not spare such people. No ways.
You've got the backing of the people. Just keep up the good work, my brother.
No, thank you very much. But yeah, your concern is well noted indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, but seriously, you can't. I mean, even even when you talk about my cases, you won't find them cases like what that not. You can go through all my cases. You won't find the nonsense that some of these people are doing. Everything. No, come on. I mean, we can't be so incapacitated as a country to fail to deal with a few individuals, wherever they may be. It is not democracy. Even in those countries where they are, they can never dare to talk about the leaders of those countries in the manner that they do on our leaders. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Tayali, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Kango from Kasumbalesa.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I now want to say something concerning the current opposition that we have. I mean, the political view, from the political point of view. Now, when we look at the kind of opposition crop that we have right now, they are simply people speaking from the vacuum. Like there is no substance that I can point at to say, okay, this is the reason why I should vote for them. I mean, they have not convinced me in any way. Okay? I've not seen any confirmation, any reason whatsoever why I should vote for them. Okay? Let's say the instances they are putting across, the debate they are putting across to say HH has failed. So the question that comes in is, what are they going to do? What are the alternatives that they have? I've not seen that. So in terms of leadership, I can't see the reason why they are telling me not to vote for HH. I've not seen that. Okay? That's the same thing that is happening even to when you listen to some of these junior politicians from the so-called opposition, when you hear from their mayors, the aspiring members of parliament, like they do not have strategies on how they are going to run even the same question. Aspiring. The reason is very simple. There is no political aspect to leadership there. The president himself, I've been listening to the debates to see where at least I can say, okay, I think this person has got leadership in terms of this. The way Brian would be answering certain questions is automatically off. Like absolutely off. Offline. Okay? So it's caught up each and every time there are these debates. Each and every time he's asked a question, he can't provide an alternative to what the current government is doing, but he's opposing. So I can't see the opposition where there are no alternatives to what this current government is doing. I've not seen that even up to now. So we have to understand that each and every person is actually entitled. Of course, people can be emotional, but right now, I don't think we're supposed to go for emotion simply because someone feels attacked, someone feels this is not the right person. No, it's not about the personality. It's about how capable you are. And currently, I can confirm, and indeed confirm that we don't have an opposition to challenge what HH has done.
Yeah. No, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yeah. I think I end here. I'm tired. Let me go and rest a bit. Thank you very much for following. And may God bless you and may God bless Zambia. Good night.